If I were the benign dictator of the world, I would make it unfeasible to make short-term gains in securities. A lot of people think, well, and just Warren and Charlie don't understand it. Well, I think we do understand it, and we know it isn't good for our republic.
How concerned are you about Russia and Ukraine right now?
Well, of course, nobody likes it. No, I don't. Of course, I don't like it.
But is it a big concern?
Does anybody like the trouble with? I don't think Russia likes it. I don't think it's good for anybody.
How do you see it playing out? How concerned should we be about it, though?
Well, there's room for optimism and there's room for pessimism. I don't have any magic ball that I can look into and tell you what's going to happen in Russia or Ukraine.
Shifting gears, Charlie, I want to ask you about cryptocurrency, which you have been very negative about, calling it rat poison, and you hated the success of Bitcoin. But are you surprised that it's gotten even more mainstream since then?
If you stop to think about it, it's an ideal currency if you want to commit extortion or kidnapping or have a protection racket or something. Why should a civilized government want an ideal, untraceable technology to come into the payment system run by a bunch of people who want to get rich quick for doing very little for civilization? Of course I hate it. I don't think it's good that our country is going crazy over Bitcoin and its ilk. I think the communist Chinese were wiser than we were. They just banned it.
Any predictions on what's going to happen with crypto in the United States?
No. You let a bad genie out of a bottle, God knows what happens. I think it was a huge mistake to allow it at all. And the truth of the matter is our regulatory establishment, when they quit the government, they go out into this heavily promotional capitalism. And so it's very hard to get the government to make good, wise decisions about something like Bitcoin.
Charlie, last year, Robinhood, the new broker-dealer, issued a statement saying people are tired of the Warren Buffetts and Charlie Mungers of the world acting like they are the only oracles of investing. What's your response to that, and where do you stand on day trading apps like Robinhood?
Well, I think if I were the benign dictator of the world, I would make it unfeasible to make short-term gains in securities. Because we now mix up a legitimate activity, capital raising for enterprises that need money to do their capitalistic function, with a gambling casino where people come in and gamble. And those two functions, when they're mixed, as they are in a stock market or Bitcoin, create a speculative mess and a speculative orgy. And it's dangerous for the republic. It isn't good to have a lot of people trying to get easy money for sure, just from gambling. And the people that are preying on them, the salesmen and the market makers, they're not the most admirable people either. So, no, I don't like it at all. As I say, most old men don't, of course. And a lot of people think, well, and just Warren and Charlie don't understand it. Well, I think we do understand it, and we know it isn't good for our republic, and we can't do much about it, so we spend our time on the matters we can do something about.